We are CSD 561 2019 group number 2. Today we are going to illustrate a mock-up intervention session. Our target session goal is to elicit nasal sounds in the final positions of words.
So the first activity that we're going to be doing today is going to focus on auditory discrimination. So that's just listening and hearing the difference between two sounds. So I'm going to introduce you to some words that I think you probably already know. So, moo and moon. Do you hear a difference between these words? No? So, moo is a word that doesn't have a no sound at the end, like that N you hear at the end of moon. So that's like a no sound. Exactly. So let's look at another one. Here we have two words, play and plane. Do you hear a difference between these words? So, like in the other example, one of them, play, does not have a no sound at the end, but here, plane has that same no sound like we hear at the end of moon. So, for the activity, what we're going to do is I will introduce you to each word, and then once you're familiar with it, I will say one of the words. And your job is to jump in the blue hoop if you hear that no sound at the end of the word. And if you're not hearing that no sound at the end of the word, I want you to jump into the pink hoop. Do you understand? We can do a practice round if you want, okay? So let's try one. I already introduced you to these words, moo and moon. So now I'm going to say only one of them. I want you to jump in the blue hoop if it's the no sound, and in the pink hoop if there's no sound. Okay? So the word I'm going to say is moo.
That's easy.
I'm happy that you're excited for the activity, but I think we should let your brother have a turn first.
Hannah, come sit down. Come here. Thank you.
But I like that you're trying to help your brother. That's really good because these are things that you can practice at home as well. So if you're here and you're listening, it'll be easier for you to help him at home.
So how am I supposed to do these at home?
At home, you can do a modified version. If you don't have things like hula hoops, you can use even a bucket and they have to put a ball in the right bucket or anything like that. It's kind of fun to come up with these activities and get creative and find a way that you can best try to implement and have them hear the difference between the two words.
Okay, so could you show me how to do it at home, because I'm not a speech therapist, so I don't know all these technicalities.
Yeah, for sure. So if you want, I'll do the first two and then you can come over and complete the rest of the activity.
Okay.
Great. So we're going to start with the first one again, okay?
Okay.
So the first word that I'm going to say is moo. So I said moo. Do you hear the no sound at the end of that word?
No.
No. So we step in the pink hoop when there's no sound. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's try again with some new words. So this time, the two words we're going to use are play and plane. Do you hear a difference between those two words?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one is playing, like you do with your friends and like you do outside, and one is plane, like the thing that goes in the sky. Exactly like that. All right, so now I'm going to say one of those words. Blue hoop for the no sound and pink hoop for no sound. Plane. So that's a really good try, and they do sound really similar, so sometimes it's hard to hear the difference. But this time I said plane.
Nose.
No sound, exactly.
I
Good.
have to go home.
Honey, your brother has to come here. I know, we're almost done. It's fine.
You can get a turn too, and if you listen, then you can be almost like the teacher for your brother at home.
See, you have to be a good listener.
Be a good teacher.
Yeah, now you can come watch your mom try to do the activity.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So maybe start with these 2 words.
Okay. So I just say the 2 words first and then ask. Okay. So these 2 words are you a good listener? You can go listen?
Yeah.
So the 2 words are bee and bean. So I'm going to say bean. Which one do you jump in? Was that right?
That was right, because your mom used the bean like the no sound. That's great.
Yay!
Good job. So to make this maybe more effective at home, it helps sometimes to just describe the 2 words, like bee, like the little insect that flies in the sky, and bean, like the food you eat.
Okay.
Just so it's easier for them to make that distinction.
Absolutely.
So
Okay,
go ahead and
let's
try the next one.
another one. Okay, are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Bee.
Yeah.
Good job.
Boring.
Hannah, it's almost your turn.
This is so easy.
Well,
Not being nice.
if you want, you can try to do one of the words, but I need you to say them very clearly for your brother. Would you like to try?
I get to pick.
Yeah, you get to pick.
Pick one of these.
I just say one.
Say both at the beginning so he has a chance to hear the difference, and then pick one.
Okay.
Boo.
Like a ghost. Or
Boom.
like an explosion.
Wow.
That was
So
great.
great. You're such a great teacher.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Boom. Perfect. Good job. Okay, so now we only have one left to do, and we're going to move on to the next activity, okay?
Yay.
You're doing such a good job. So, for this one, our 2 words are pie, like the food you eat, like an apple pie. And the second one is pine, like the kind of tree. So the word that I'm going to say is pine.
You got it wrong again.
It's important that you let your brother realize his own mistakes so that when you're not there, he can kind of pay attention and correct himself. But it's nice that you're there to help him.
It's okay, honey. You're doing a great job. I know
You're doing so
working
good. Okay, let's try that one more time, okay?
Okay.
All right, so pie like the food and pine like the tree. The word I'm going to say is pine. That's exactly right.
Wow.
Good job listening for those no sounds. Okay,
Good job. Good job, Hannah. Such a good helper.
perfect.
Great kiddos.
So if we all wanted to move over to the table.
Come on.
So now for this activity, we're going to use the same words as before, so I know you're familiar with them. But this time, you're going to get to be the teacher.
Yay!
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you both of the words. And I want you to only say one of them. And then it's me who has to listen really closely for those no sounds we were talking about. So I'm going to point to the one that I heard you say.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to tell me if I was right or wrong. You understand?
Oh, he understands.
Yeah?
He's very smart. He understands everything.
Okay. Do you understand? I just want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great. It's important just because we're here for speech reasons to really give your child the opportunity to speak. I know it can be hard sometimes because you just want, as their mother, what they want to say and you just want to help them.
Yeah.
But even though it might be awkward and difficult, it's important to at least give them that opportunity.
No.
Well, okay. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Yes.
Hannah.
All right, are we ready for the activity now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Play.
Is that what you wanted to say? Play?
No.
Oh, you meant plain with the no sound. Can you say it again?
Plain.
This time I heard this word. Is that the one you meant to say?
Yeah.
Good. So it's important that you really emphasize, that means exaggerate that N word, that no sound at the end. Exactly. Perfect. So let's try another one.
Are you listening so you can be the teacher at home? You're gonna have to
I'm
like-
trying to listen for those no sounds, so I need to be quiet so I can hear them. Thank you. All right, so now let's try with these two words.
Boom.
This one! Yeah, you wanted to scare me? Okay, good job. Can you try to say this one with the no sound for me?
Boom.
Yeah, that was really good. I like how you made that no sound longer at the end. That's good, so people can really hear that. All right, let's try one more.
You're doing great, honey.
Moon. Moon.
This is what I heard too, so that's right. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But you-
All right, so can you say it one more time for me with a long no sound at the end?
Moon.
Good. That was really great. Here, now I'm going to let you do exactly what you just did, but your brother is going to be your teacher, so you have to listen really closely to hear those no sounds we've been talking about,
Okay, but he's little.
He is little, but he uses his voice. If
Okay,
we listen, he can be very loud.
he's gonna teach me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to teach you.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right, let's give it a try.
Pie.
That's not what you
This is
meant to
pie.
say.
No.
So this one is pie, like the food. And this one is pine, like the tree. So if you don't say that no sound, someone's going to think you mean something different. So it's really important to add those at the end. Can you try one more time to say what you meant?
Pine.
What did you hear that time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I like pie better.
Yeah, sometimes you got to say words you don't like that much.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, let's try one more
Good
time.
job.
And now your mom's going to help you out.
Okay, are you ready? I'm ready.
Bean.
Is
Yeah.
that what you meant?
That's the one you meant to
Awesome
say?
job.
Awesome, good job. So these were just two activities that are ideas of how you can kind of target this skill at home.
Okay.
And you can get creative with it, just words that are only differing by that one sound at the end.
That's a little confusing for me, and I'm not sure that I have the time to come up with all of this. Is there any way that you could send me home with some material next time?
100%. So what we do, that's called carryover material, and it's material that you prepare and you send home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can all work on it together. It could even be like a fun family activity that you do for a bit.
Okay, but we're only gonna play with fun words.
We're gonna play with all the words.
How about you give me an idea of some words that you think are fun words and I'll try to incorporate them.
Maybe we should ask your brother what words he would like too. That way
I
you both
like
have-
Bill.
That's a good one. We'll keep that one. So if you want to come up with some ideas or think about it, you can come back in next therapy session. I'll send you home with some materials that you can practice with at home.
Okay. What do you say, kids?
Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Such a good job today.
All right, come on, get your coats on.